Hello my friends, welcome back to the channel. I hope that things are well in your world. Still having a blast with Baldur's Gate. Looking forward to getting in more games. My assistant has been enjoying it as well. Thank you very much, sweetheart. Today we're going to draft a deck that's a color pair that I really had not played a lot of. I've had some weird ones lately, and this is probably the best version of blue-white that I've been able to put together. I really enjoyed this deck, and it was neat to see the mechanics kind of doing what they're supposed to be doing. I'm so happy they went through and kind of rebalanced the blue cards because they desperately needed it. Okay, enough babble. I hope you enjoy the video. If you like what you're seeing, please do subscribe. We're like 24 subscribers away from 1,000, which is kind of crazy. So if you're watching and aren't subscribed yet, help us out. Click that button, ring bells, leave a comment, do all that stuff, and I hope you enjoy the video. Thank you. Interesting options here. I don't like the Halfling Knight. I do like Criddle. Kalain can be good too. I like the Myconid. I think I'm just taking the Sewer Plague. It's the best removal spell in the set, and it's easily splashable. So I think I'd like to take that and see where we go. I think it's better than all of these uncommons, and certainly better than the rare. What do we think here? I think Soldiers of the Watch is quite good. I think the Gate of the Black Dragon is quite good. I also think the Pegasus Guardian is pretty dang good too. I haven't gotten to play with this yet. I may just give this a try and see where this takes us. Like, that's certainly a powerful effect. Okay, maybe white's going to be open. This got nerfed, but I think it's still pretty damn good. Let's talk. So maybe we're doing white stuff? Perhaps we have the white stuff. I know the general thought is that this card isn't very good. I'm still quite happy with it here, especially since we've got these two, and I think I'm just going to lean into white. Unless something drastic happens, I think I'm pretty happy picking the containment. So. Blue-white's whole mechanic is blinking things. And here we have the Signpost uncommon. Well, you only live in Australia, not Britain and Australia. That's probably why you haven't heard that before. Let's see if this goes somewhere. It can be interesting. All right, I'm willing to do some duplication. I'm obviously going to need some 2-drops. But let's freaking talk, man. There's a pretty terrible 2-drop. I wanted the white 2-drops, not this one. I'm going to take You Come to a River and Be Greedy and get white 2-drops. It's going to be great. We may or may not play this. We'll see. Are black cats still, like, unlucky in Australia, Zombob? There's a medium 2-drop if I want one. I guess we'll take this and play it if we have to. I think I'm pretty comfortable being in blue-white now. And that's rough. Here's a blue uncommon, and I don't want it. Another blue 2-drop that I just don't want. I can't. Fine, I'll take it. I can't imagine playing that. I'll take the rare here for collection purposes. This thing isn't like the absolute worst. Fair enough. Cats are awesome. Why would anyone dislike cats? These are all good cards. I say, did somebody else get into blue-white? And it looks like no one else got into blue-white. These things are fine too. I just need some early drops, and we're probably alright. This pack does not have them. It has another Sewer Plague if we want to consider blue-black. I don't like Kindred Discovery. It's a bit too slow. Oh, it's too slow in best of 3. I don't hate Guardian Naga as a one-of. But our deck does not have enough early game. Yeah, I'm not even sure I'm playing the first Sewer Plague. The reason I'd be taking the second one is to abandon white and get into black if it's open. So I think I'm just going to do that. Okay, this looks a little better to me. There's a 2-drop that I'm interested in. And if I can get like 4 quality white 2-drops, I think we can have a reasonable deck here. So I'll give this a go. We might even wheel something here. I've reliably wheeled Charm Sleeves. I think I'd probably play 2 Air Elementals. I'd certainly play a Looter. Probably even put a Unicorn in the deck, if not really thrilled about it. Okay, this is coming together. I would like to hear something on a watch. I think the Paladin's quite good too, but let's take this. I think this is one of the better 2-drops you can get. Mentioned before, these are not particularly good. It does look like I'm kind of fighting for blue, huh? This might have just been a crap pack. I'll play 2 of these, like it's a real removal spell now. Oh yeah, I think the Frost Giant's quite good too, Zombob. I agree. It's just, I'm really looking to get this 2-drop area filled out now. I think this will do it. It's a defensive 2-drop, but it is a 2-drop. Yeah, I'm fighting someone for blue, and I don't quite understand why. But I can play this if I need to. I think it's a better 1/3 than the Guild Thief. I have 0 3-drops. We could play a Shocking Grasp. I've played that before and not been entirely underwhelmed. Let's start to think of the deck as built like this, and it looks reasonable adjacent. It still looks like it could use another 2. Hey, it's another 2. It's a lot of things I'm interested in. So this bounces things, which is kind of neat. This is just a solid creature, which is kind of neat. This is a solid combat trick, and this is a looter. I like all of this, but I think I want the Paladin the most. But I kind of want all of that. I don't think I can take another 4. I'm kind of overloaded on 4s. Frost Giant came back. I do think I will happily play that. I've got another Air Cult Elemental and a Dragonborn Looter. I kind of want both, but I'm going to take the first Looter. As I think one of those is pretty dang valuable in case you flood out. I liked it before they made it cost 1. Now I feel stupid because I probably don't want to, but I'll just have to live with that decision. Whee! All right, I have routinely said that this card's not very good. If there was a color combo that wants it, it should be this one, right? Let's see if we can do something with this. I think it costs too much for the stats, but I'm willing to find out, and we're actually running a decent amount of non-creature spells. And we're certainly running some things that would like to be blanked. Like this Juvenile Mist Dragon. I want that too. I think I'd play another Minimus. I want the Pilgrim's Eye, but I think I want this the most. I would also like 1 or 2 3-drops for this deck. So this is an interesting one. We've got Soldiers of the Watch, which I like quite a lot. We've got the Blessed Hippogriff, which I like quite a lot. And I think I'm taking a Clever Conjurer, which I don't like quite a lot. Is that crazy? Should I just take the Hippogriff anyway? I think I'm gonna. I think it's just straight up better. And better by enough that I should be able to find a 3-drop eventually. Like if I need to play a Dawnbringer Cleric and just accept that a lot of turn 3s are going to be, we balance one of their things, like I can deal with that. Here's an actual solid real removal spell. Even though we definitely play that and would probably play another one of these. I'm pretty happy with how this is shaping up. This looks like a deck we can use. Yeah. Play a Charmed Sleep. I don't hate Sig Knowledge either, and I certainly would play another one of these. I mean, worst case scenario, this is replacing this Githrazi. I think that's a pretty good worst case scenario. I'm just taking the gems here. I don't think I'm playing any of that. So we got a little bit of card draw. Got Robes of the Archmagi, which I really don't want. I could also take this Water Weird, which is not bad. I think I may end up playing that. It got quite a buff. Okay, the Conjurer came back. I like that. There's also this Dust Guard, and that would be a bigly upgrade. But I think the fact that I have literally no 3-drops means I take this. And we hope we wheel one of the Air Cult Elementals and call it a dag. Is this just better than the Lizard Folk? Given that we have a few things to blink, I think it might be. Okay, I'll play this. What do we play that over? Maybe the Shocking Grasp is not necessary now? Do this and play 16 lands. I'm kind of like actually quite down for that. I could play this. I kind of want to play that too. I also kind of want to play that. Okay, we've got a few cuts to make. So I don't think I need the Githrazi. I don't think I need the Librarians. That means I need one more cut. And it should probably be the Stalwart, even though it's kind of cute. I kind of appreciate everything else that's happening here. Because these kind of feel dual roles as like additional 2-drops if I need them. We're still playing a decent amount of creatures, which means I've got enough to do like the Humiliation. Duplication has decent targets. Yeah, I think I like this. Let's do this. There's a weird looking plains. We got us a deck. Let's make it happen. Who do I want to be? We'll be Simone. Nobody's Simone anymore, and Simone's cool. All right, blue-white, go. Let's do it. This could be a deck. Maybe. Maybe not. Probably not. I like what's happening here. Can I have aggro Dragonborn Looter? Several owl bidders over there. Figuring we'll use this to scry into a couple more lands. Yeah. Which kind of seems fine to me. I don't want to bounce an owl bear. It's a bit awkward. I guess I would bounce the Circle of the Land Druid potentially. That could work. Doing that instead? I guess you want to get the Herd Gurger? I'd kind of be pretty happy bouncing that. I know they'll gain the life back, but I can start blinking it and doing fun stuff here in a minute. And when I need to, I can just minimally contain it. So we just do that and attack now? Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me. Let's do that. Because we can snipe the first owl bear and then just continue hitting for damage, which I dig. I will loot here because I think we're not really looking to draw more lands. And there's still a good bit left in the deck. Can't quite snipe that. I can also just play the Hippogriff and start using that to kill them. That's worth-ish killing. don't need this. Because if I don't kill it now, it's another herd gorger at a point in the future. So I think I'd like that to just be gone. I do kind of need a way to deal with this. Ideally without 2-for-1ing myself. I guess what I'd do is block it. Plus Hippogriff, here's something on a watch, and blink this. Seems okay. All right, I can do that. It's a lot of hill giants. Does this have to be on my turn? No, it's each turn. Probably supposed to loot here too. And just pitching an extra land would be a big deal. It's not quite what I wanted to pitch, but getting a buff on this Hippogriff seems mighty nice to me. Wow. Code Brown. I guess. I mean, I've had to poop before. Peanut butter. Not pretty, but I can work with it. This Displacer Kitten has like a chance at doing something this game. No, thank you. This makes it non-legendary, right? Okay. Do I have time to Displacer Kitten? Or am I going to get wrecked if I don't just play the Vile Duplication now? I think I have time to Displacer Kitten. We'll see. Because it's still sorcery speed. Alright, so plan here is to vilely duplicate this. I can't blink it. Sagely. One of those seems fine. Do I want a young blue dragon? It seems like a good blocker. Yeah, I think I'd rather do that and then scry some lands at the bottom here. Yeah, I've got too much blink to really do anything. But I guess I could have untapped that. That might have been better. But wait till I draw something that's actually worth blinking. It's gonna blow your mind. Okay, Mist Dragon seems fun to blank. And I can draw it now. And blink it now. Let's do that. But these have to trigger first, sadly. That makes me sad. It will next turn. And we're casting 2 spells next turn, so we'll get the blanket. And this guy's a good blocker, so happy with both of these. Let's have you say tap. That seems fine. And I think I'm okay attacking with the 2/3. Right, we attack first, and then we do our blinking. Is what I'm thinking. Yeah, do this first and have the bigger flyer. Okay, so this is going to blink you, and this is going to blink you. And I think we're comfortable with that. I may not actually be able to blink anything next turn, right? Oh, they just milled one of the best cards in the set. I'm glad they didn't draw it. If I can't blink this, I might be in a tad bit of danger. And I can't blink it. can hit them for 10. And then try to finagle some blocks. They're not going to be great blocks. But I could take one hit off of this Herd Gorger and it's not going to hurt me that bad. Okay. I guess I just want to get the big Lenorm down. That thing basically never dies, if I understand it correctly. But we'll see what they specialize it into. Four. Sure. So this kind of just keeps recurring. I need to be able to blink my Mist Dragon to get an attack in. And I'm not able to do that this turn. Really needed a non-land there. Yeah, that's not ideal. All right, let's see if we can get something going here. I think anything other than that as a blocker would have been quite good for us. But it's kind of crazy how all of a sudden board stalls change when somebody draws a mythic. They potentially had 2 activations of that and didn't take it. It's interesting to me. So they've got like +1/+1 to team in hand. That's really awkward for me. Because I kind of just lose. And I really don't want that to happen. So if that's the case, this would be a solid block for sure. You don't need this Conjurer, so you can just go ahead and jump in front of the bus and eat the combat trick. Sucks to be you. Can I take this hit? No, not really. I really want to, but I can't. All right, let's prioritize keeping these alive and then hope that I can draw literally anything. This is gonna hurt. That's 8, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I have to block one more thing if we're gonna try to play around that. Man, this is awkward. This is super awkward. It's gonna have to go like this, I think. I gotta draw action. I think there's a decent chance they should have swung team, but their life total is low enough to be worried about the crack back. Okay, so I can blink something. I don't think it's going to save us here. We'll give it a go. Because I kind of need to cast 2 spells again next turn. And I'm not entirely sure that we can do that. Yeah, this game's over. This game's over. Let's move along. That was fun until it wasn't. I do think we had a shot until they had the Mythic. I thought we dodged a bullet when they milled one of their Mythics, but it turns out the other one was pretty dang good. And we did have a bit too much blank. It might have been a tad silly to use the duplication on our legend. Can work with this. Yeah, sure. I've got ways to mitigate a little bit of flood. Teamer, you say? Get me. Because we can pretty peacefully just jam out 5 and 6 drops for a while. I haven't been that impressed by the Druid of the Emerald Grove. Have any of you had good experiences with it? Because if you desperately need fixing, it's a way to do it. Unlike if you high roll, it's going to be great. That may be for when we draw our next land. You idiot. I was going to cast this too. And I was like, how could the auto tapper possibly screw me over? Like that. Okay. Stupid freaking auto tapper. Every time you've got to look first. You've got to look first. Every time you think it can't get you, it gets you. And then I played the land anyway. Once the auto tapper got me, I should have held the land for this. But it's going to be all right. We're just giving our opponent an opportunity to get to play a little more. Was this in the D&D set or in the Kaldheim set? It looks like it could have fit in either. I guess it must have been D&D. Was it an AFR? Seems like it could have fit in Kaldheim just fine too, you know. Sounds like a fun game. Go get him. I'm not seeking knowledge until I draw a land. Or a displacer kitten. They tap out without a flying blocker. We've got lethal, right? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's interesting. Fine, that's flying blocker. Can make them jump with it. Well, not really anymore, can we? I kind of need it to be Dedge. Because if they continue casting Dargans, it's not going to be great for me. Is this where we seek knowledge then? I think it might be. There's just not a lot I can hit. If I could get them to attack me with it, I could do something with, you hear something on the watch. And maybe I can do that by... No, that's just giving them more fuel for it. I'm gonna have to bounce it. I might be able to do something with you hear something on the watch. trying to figure out if I have to fire off Seek New Knowledge or not. I really wish I hadn't played that other land. Which was a mistake. Okay. Think I'm doing this right? We'll see. Blinking tokens is not good, if memory serves. Obviously making him pay the ward. What does saving this do for me? I don't think as much as using here's something on the watch and trying to go for the kill. It's already triggered. But I think I can win from here. Yes, we have 6 damage of flyers. So we need to bounce both of their flyers, which is exactly what I'm going to do. We also need to not die in the process. That seems pretty important too. This leaves me taking 6. We bounce that, we win the game. And I drew the land. Which is nice. Boop, boop. I don't like this deck. You have to think too much. I don't want to think anymore. Wouldn't say that I love this, but I'll keep it. Needs a blue source, obviously. I said that with the idea that I'd immediately draw a blue source and look real smart, but it's not what happened, is it? I think you kind of have to just accept that you're going to get 2-for-1 with these rabble rousers if they have them early. Like, kind of is what it is. And I really needed a land drop there. That makes me sad. I think I'd rather trade this and then try to keep the Paladin. But we'll see if I can actually pull it off. Need lands. Dear lands. Thank you for lands. Excuse me? That thing has first strike when it's attacking. Like, I feel like we are desperately far behind right now. Which means I probably need to seek new knowledge and try to find a removal spell. I don't think the 2-drop is going to do anywhere near enough for me. Like, I have to kill that thing twice. Yeah, I think I still have to take the hit. One land, one time. Not a land, but mostly acceptable. Unless I want to play the Conjurer. Yeah, I think I do. I do this, I untap here, I make them wonder what I might have, and I can at least get a block out of this and use the Hippogriff for something. And I can start the bounce party here in a minute at least. It's tough to play on 4 lands. It's just to waste some of their mana and prevent some damage. Yuck. We're not going to make it, team. I haven't done the math. They may be able to straight up kill me this turn. I should have kept the other one. It's a better creature, but I'm playing scared because I'm bloody terrified. And rightfully should be. So do I have to minimus contain Thieves' Tools? After all the crap I've given Thieves' Tools? I think I actually do. It's so embarrassing. This is not the world I want to live in. But here we are. Okay, so they can pump it 2, 4, 6, 8. So they can kill one of these, right? No, they can't even... They can pump it enough to kill one of them. Like, this thing already has to have a removal spell for it. It's not like that changes much. What does this do? Create a treasure token, draw a card and lose 2 life, create a 3/2, and lose 3 life. Okay. So they're going to be losing some life. It'll be an achievement unlocked if I can kill them with that. Dutch did not love being brushed. That was not a thing he enjoyed. Neat. I thought we were going to die, and then we didn't. Sometimes you just gotta hold on to what you got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We've got blue mana, and that's a lot. Sorry, I gotta stop. I don't want to get a TCMA strike. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem. Everybody grab a leg, indeed. All right. Why am I not surprised, John? Dude, that's a fever dream right there. I think we bought him anything that's not white mana. I mean, That kind of works. We said sometimes this would be our 3-drop, so here it is. Oh, they don't want it. Interesting. Now I desperately want this island that I put on the bottom. I feel like this is going to get countered. But it didn't, and that's cool. Did you buy the unlimited pass, John? I think we just fire this off now. I'd like to leave up the Blessed Hippogriff in case they draw a removal spell, but I think I'm just going to fire this off. And then see where this goes. Hey, what's up, Auntie? How you doing? Alrighty. Did you have a good dog walk? I hope that you did. They must have had a rotten draw. Still feels weird to bottom that. I can't imagine how bad their hand was. Bye-bye, I guess. Ken, are you serious? Dude, not cool. Incredibly not cool. You scared the crap out of me, dude. Does seek counts as searching? I'm relatively happy just to trade 2 drops. That's kind of what they're for. Oh. This deck turned out pretty dang fun. Hello, Dave. How are things in your world? Kind of need to save the minimus containment for that. Oh crap, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to use You Come to a River on it. That was a mistake. We're not going to talk about that. That was likely the worst thing I could have used that on. Fascinating. I'm doing well. It's better than super glue in the eye. It is good to be sim dad and sim husband and sim streamer. I guess the minimus containment isn't really even the best answer to that, because they can just sacrifice it and get it back, so. I think we actually get an attack here. Check that out. If I can get 10 creatures, we can use the humiliation to get them. Cool. I guess I can also just turn it into like a 10-10 ground pounder, and if they attack, we could potentially do something like that. Fortunately, that card's super easy to beat. We're basically fine now. We just win the game. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think they might be dead. Did somebody get a little overly excited about drawing their mythic? Because I think they might have. It's a good card. I've kept worse. This is likely a pretty good humiliation turn just to get a double spell in. I had a suspicion they might be having some mana troubles, and they were. You don't make that attack unless you're having some problems. We will have the Clever Conjurer beat down. Plan is not to play this land and to save it in case we draw that card that does the thing with the stuff. I don't think I want to cast a naked Air Cult Elemental, but... Interesting. Yeah, I could have played the land and had more power on board, but I think we're in a pretty good spot now. I mean, at this point, you just do this. Because this cinches it up. Bye-bye. Just missed too many land drops. Feel like we kind of stole that one. But I've certainly been on the other end of that, so, you know. You lose some, you win some. Alright, we got 2 shots to get the 7 wins. Let's see if we can actually pull this off. That'd be cute. pretty decent on the play. Wow. I'm probably firing that off. Yeah, I think I can find another land. Or two. Stop killing all my things. And milling all my lands. We might have a shot at this. I can. I'm not entirely sure that I want to. I kind of just need a little bit of time. Yeah, so we could have doubled up and tried to make this larger potentially, but I think we're just going to be happy with what we have. Get a land so they can discard it to the Shadow Heart. I like it. What's the black one do? Lifelink. It's a bit of a problem. Turning things around just a little bit here. This thing's still quite annoying. I can't take that damage forever. They're too far ahead on life. This is a good start. Hello, Ken. Good to see you. I'm in a little bit of trouble here. Not a lot of bit of trouble, but a little bit of trouble. That could do nicely. Let's take that. So do we fire it off here for +1/+1? Because I think we do. We get to keep the flyer. And I can just untap this to block the Death Toucher with. Yeah, I think I like this. They may have to throw it away just to stay alive here, which I think is also pretty good for us. That's exactly what they got to do. I like it. think that kills them. It means for sure all they can do is make a treasure with it. I respect it. Go out on your own terms. I've never played it. I don't think it's something I'm super interested in playing. But that one worked well, and we finally got our 7 wins. Seems nice. I'll take it. And a very big thank you to my patrons. Thank you, Punk, Joe, Jesse, Jacob, Scott, Basti, Rich, Brandon, Jazzy, Craig, and Geis. I appreciate y'all.